Guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the spring in the manual 6mm Glock to the hardened upgraded spring. I've had quite a few requests on how to do this, so I thought it'd be easy just to show you how with the video. So there it is. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. A classic manual pullback Glock. It's got a pretty soft spring to begin with, very soft standard spring. It performs quite a lot better with an upgraded spring. So what you need for this is basically your springs and a Phillips head screwdriver. Now what I used to do in the beginning when I started is just take all the screws out, every single screw out, but I realized that's not necessary. After doing a few, you kind of get the hang of it and you realize you can get away with doing less work, get the same result. So what I do is I take out these two and these four, but I don't take these two out or that one, and I'll show you why in a second. So let me take these ones out. Now the springs that we use and the springs we sell, I get from a local supplier who gets them manufactured locally, and yeah, they're a really good quality spring. You'll see the difference between that and the standard one in a second once I take this one out. When I first changed the spring in a Glock, it took me about 15 minutes, and especially because I took out so many screws, it was all just falling apart. It was under pressure, so you know, the mechanism was falling out and things weren't aligning up, so it was just a lot more work. A couple more screws in there. So I'll show you how it can be a little bit easier. Okay, so I've taken out the screws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you just want to flip it over and just split that, take that off. Now see, that will stay intact now, as opposed to taking out that final screw. It'll actually hold together. This might fall out, that's fine. We put that back in at the end very easily. You won't need this at the moment, we can put that back in later. So that's basically what you're left with. Basically split this with your fingers. What I like to do is just put my fingers in there and that'll hold it split, and then just lift that up and pull it out. So there's the spring that we're replacing. As you can see, the difference between standard spring and upgraded spring is a fair bit. I mean, the standard spring is quite soft. This one's quite a lot firmer. You can always compress this the whole way. Oh, there goes that. It's alright. We've got another standard one here. So you can see there's more coils, and it's just a thicker spring. Just better quality. So what we're aiming for now is when we put the spring in there, what we're aiming for is to have that blue edge, or that edge on the blue part, to align and go in that rail. If you can see it, there's a rail right in there. You want to get it right in, and now with this part you want to get that in that rail right there. You want it to be stuck in there. Of course you want it to be in there like that. So that's what we're going to attempt to do now. Basically put that back together, spring in there, again split it, keep it open, and what you want to do is you want to push, put a force on it that way and downward at the same time, so you get it in place. You're going against the spring and you're going down. Now be careful, because this rotates independently, so you want to get them both kind of aligned. A little bit tricky. does make it a lot easier if you use your legs as leverage. So I usually do it, but this time I'm going to try and do it out in front with the camera. Come on, just that little bit. Doesn't like it. Let's try again. I think that's in. So there you go, it's in the rail there, that part's in, that's in there, that looks good. Yep, so that's basically it. You just put this spring back there, you don't want to forget that. And this, very easy, just split it a little bit, slide that on there, and just close it when you get back here. Now that's still got to go in there, but that's very easy. So you just grab it, split it a little bit, put it in there. It's got a couple of little holes. Just goes into. Oh, went too far back. And done. So although it's not even screwed back completely, you can still test it, make sure that it's all functioning and working properly. Now if you didn't have all the screws, if you had all the screws taken out, you wouldn't be able to do that. So you'd have a lot more trouble holding it together without all the screws. There's also another screw in here, if I can just show you quickly. Now there's a screw there that I used to always undo as well, and that would just, everything will just come apart. It's just, that's not necessary. If you want to undo all the other screws, that's fine. You'd only undo that if you want to really pull the whole thing apart, but like I said before, the internal mechanism will be under a lot more pressure, and you risk just having parts fly everywhere. So that's all you really need to do. Now just put the screws back in. Screw it back together and you're good to go. When I first started doing these, it used to take me the best part of 15 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes. Now 5 minutes, no worries. Sorry for bumping the camera. Not used to having to work around something in front of me. Second last screw. Last one. And there we go. The manual Glock with the upgraded spring. Done. Now you can hear that it's got a bigger bang. I'll show you the difference. This is a standard spring Glock. Now with this, I mean, you can always just push it back with one finger, I mean, very easily. And you can hear it's, you know, very light kind of bang, whereas this one, you're really struggling. I mean, it hurts my finger to just push it back. So I'll do both for you, and you can hear the difference. Standard, upgraded. Definitely a bit more of a bang there. So there you have it, guys. Upgraded manual Glock. with a stronger spring. And I'll do another video soon with rate of fire, or distance rather, and feet per second, just to show you a more scientific, so to speak, performance of these Glocks. So there you go, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, share, all the rest of it. And that's us from Renegade Blasters signing out.